There once was a prospector that dug others' holes, but every time he dug, he would find hardly any gold. He dug here and he dug there. He dug all the places he had dug everywhere. Every time he seemed to fail. If it wasn't lead buckshot, it was a rusty nail. When he did find any gold, it was less than fly poop. The lack of colour was making his face droop. He got a bad reputation, abused other diggers. He got jealous because the number on the scales had bigger figures. He screamed and shouted, "It isn't fair! Prospectors are finding gold and I'm just losing my hair!" But he continued to dig pre-dug holes and only found shitty lumps of coal. And there he'd sit, drinking his cheap swish late into the night, eventually going outside to find a prospector to fight. He became bitter. You could see it in his grimaced face. He kind of looked like he'd just been maced. He tried to befriend diggers from out of town. They soon wisened up when he stripped their virgin ground. When his gold they found disappeared, he'd walk back to what he knew. Again he'd abuse them and make rumours about them too. Desperate this man, with a pan for a crown, he dreamt it was gold but instead it was plastic and stained brown. Now you would think this poaching lad would change his ways because it made him mad. But instead he doubled down, hoping the gold would wipe away the frown under his plastic pan crown. So one day he found another prospector's hole, one test ban and his beady eyes lit up. Gold! 1, 2, 3, 4 flakes. You wouldn't believe it, it was his greatest take. With a rush of excitement, he started to dig, because deep down he knew the gold would be big. He dug and he dug, with all his twiggy arm's might, frantically searching for the gold's glimmer to be in his sight. He dug and he dug, past the shitty coal, he dug up some fossil, but still just a little bit of gold. After 4 hours of digging and sweat, he stopped for a moment to catch his breath. But when he looked up, he said, "Good grief, the hole I've dug must be at least 50 meters deep." With a panic he yelled out, "Please, help me!" When the other diggers heard him, they gathered around the hole to have a look-see. They peered down and saw his dirt-covered face. They burst into laughter and yelled back, "You're in the right place!" So there he sits, to the end of time, the plastic crown prospector, the reason for this cautionary rhyme.